Welcome to Family Gamer TV. Now, we got down to the Cut the Rope 2 launch event in London just recently, so here's us having a look at the game in our hands for the first time. Rather exciting. The 5 levels: Underground, City Park, Junkyard, Sandy Dam and Forest. Now, what we're going to do is have a look at Forest first, but get to start at the beginning and have a look at how the game begins. So here we are. As the game opens with this animation, it's worth noting that Cut the Rope has become a massive franchise, selling 100 million copies on iOS and other devices. Now that's big by anyone's standards. And here you can see the sort of animation style of this little intro as our guy gets pulled around the city, dropping all his candy, and of course our job will be to go and collect that to reunite him with his precious sweets. So here we are, we're going to get started of course by cutting the rope and into the first level. Now it's not hugely complicated. Obviously every level has a piece of candy and our little green guy, and we have to reunite them by either cutting or interacting with the app in some way. But what's interesting in Cut the Rope 2 is there are new ways to interact, new ways to move Om Nom around the level, and also new levels and new environments. So they're taking that seed of that original idea and expanding it. So let's just move on. Here we've got a couple of planks, so we'll cut that one and then cut the second one. And there was an element of timing there, you had to get it right before the candy rolled off that second plank. Freestarred here, and you can complete levels without freestarring them, but of course then you would maybe want to go back. Now what do we do here? We've got a plank, we've got these, can I interact with this plank? Oh yeah, no, I'm going to need to knock that with the candy, I think, and the candy will roll along into Om Nom's mouth. Nice. And what we like as a family is to play this together, so often we'll get stuck. We'll move on to some harder levels later on, and then the kids will come in and say, oh, perhaps we can help. Now here's a more complicated one. So we've got this guy who's flying and a log. So I think I was a bit late there. I missed him on the way up. Let's see if I can catch him a second time. And again, the timing wasn't quite right, so we moved. It rolled right off the log a little bit sooner. This should tip over the top and into his mouth. Perfect. So there you go. Moving on. Now, what I want to do is actually have a look around at the other levels you can do. So we're going to go into some City Park levels here. I'm just working through this at the demo. We've got these boo characters that if they interact and hit Om Nom, they give him a bit of a jolt and send him flying. And you need to use them if you're going to collect all the stars in the levels, as well as just reuniting the candy. Now here's a more difficult one. We've got him floating, and we've got these 2 boos that we need to try and get to him. And I think if I timed that better, I would have probably jumped high enough to catch the candies. And as you go on, it's not only the complexity of which ropes to cut first, but also there's more and more sort of timing skill. My kids really enjoy that. You know, they've been playing it on the 3DS and the DSi and the iOS iPod touch devices, and I think they're going to be excited to get their hands on this sequel. Now this, I think, is a much more complicated level. We've got more going on. We've got these guys we can tap to raise them up, and they've got like a fart cushion at the top. That doesn't mean to blow him off. It looks like I should be able to just blow him off. Maybe he's not high enough, or maybe I need to cut the rope. Right. Oh yeah, well that didn't work. It's time to rethink our strategy, I think, here. Get him a bit higher maybe before we cut, or... Yeah, this is going to be tricky, and you can see the stars dancing around the level. That one moving up and down is going to be very difficult to get. And I think this gives you a reason to come back and play some of these levels again. And I'm still not quite sure how to do it. Tap on him, no. So I think I'm going to have to get higher, but not like that, because he just fell straight off. So there's a certain degree of care needed here. Oh, that's better. Now if I get high, now I think this is just down to the right level of blows, and that wasn't quite enough. So let's try that again, but next time. Get some help. We're still struggling. So up to the top, time it well, and now a couple. No, it's too much, man. So there's. I like the way that this is really extending the difficulty of Cut the Rope 2. Nice. So we've finished those. And I think that's a nice addition in some of these new interactions. So here I've got a swinging trapeze. I can catch him in there. Now if I get this boo on his head, yes, he gets the candy. But again, I was going to say didn't get that final star, but we did. We freestarred it. So nice work there. So we'll carry on with the next level. So we've got 2 projectile squid things, I think you'd call them. Again, you have to work out how the different levels interact, and my kids will spend a long time just playing with each level before they actually get to solve it. And I think actually that works quite well. So here I think I didn't quite do it right. I need to get these 2 things to hit each other, they'll then be in the water. So that's going to need a bit more thought. So anyway, there you go, Cut the Rope 2, hands-on demo. And hands-on gameplay, and we're really looking forward to getting this in the home, and that will be out at the end of this week. That's all we've got time for today. We'll be back with more soon.